Hello, my name is Ethan Chase, and I am a New York-based organization development coach. And I want to talk today as part of my ongoing shining the spotlight on people who are amazing leaders and doing amazing things, going beyond just profit and driving organizations, to a gentleman by the name of Daniel Lubetzky, who you may have heard the name. He is the founder of Kind, but he's actually so much more, and an interesting case study on how a person's upbringing and values can be instrumental in the kind of business pursuits they undertake. So Daniel Lubetzky is the son of a Mexican-American billionaire businessman, philanthropist. He's an author and founder and executive chairman of the snack food company Kind. He's the son of Sonia and Roman Lubetzky. And this is important. His father, Roman Lubetzky, was a Holocaust survivor, and his mother was a Lithuanian Ashkenazi Jew. I want to talk a little bit about his upbringing. As I said, it's instructive for many reasons. Daniel Lubetzky was born and raised in Mexico City, Mexico, and he moved as a teenager to the United States, to Texas. So he gets his BA degree in economics and international relations, graduates top honors in San Antonio. As an undergraduate, he studied abroad in Israel and in France. He earned his JD from Stanford Law School. So early on in his pursuits, he starts a retail watch operation while in college. He graduates from law school. He works briefly for a white shoe firm called Sullivan and Cromwell, and then goes on to McKinsey for a brief stint. He gets this fellowship, right? The Haas Koshland Fellowship, to write about legislative affairs when you're looking to form joint ventures between Arabs and Israelis. So he's carrying out his research. In 1994, he discovered a sun-dried tomato product that becomes the basis of an organization he creates called Peaceworks. It's a not only for-profit business. So it pursues profits, but also peace initiatives. So the primary brand, Meditalia, is made through cooperation among neighbors striving to coexist in the Middle East. So even back then, early stages of his entrepreneurial career, he was thinking about ways to take cultural diversity and groups of people who had historically animostic feelings towards one another and pursue business ventures to improve relations. So 2003, 22 years ago, he's concerned about unhealthy snack choices and the rising rates of obesity and diabetes in America. He launches a company he calls Kind Snacks with the slogan, kind to your body, kind to your taste buds, kind to the world. Fast forward 12 years, it becomes the fastest growing snack company in the US, and he ultimately sells it to Mars for $5.5 billion. So after Kind, he co-founds a company called Mayet, which is a luxury fashion venture committed to partnering artisans in developing countries to create high-end products for sale while promoting self-sufficiency and entrepreneurship. So again, that entrepreneurial pursuit in challenged socioeconomically, strife areas to benefit society. 2015, President Obama, Commerce Secretary Penny Pritzker named him a presidential ambassador for global entrepreneurship. He starts a company in 2018 and founded in New York City, a family office called Equilibra, which backs entrepreneur-run businesses that offer packaged goods to consumers, including a social enterprise organization called Yellow Leaf Hammocks. So as of a few years ago, his net worth is $2.2 billion. In November 2020, he announces that Kind North America is going to be purchased by Mars, a deal worth $5 billion. He said he would retain a stake in the company and remain involved. He then, in 2021, teams up with two of Kind's former executives to create Somos, We Are, in Spanish, an authentic Mexican food company. And then in 2023, he relaunches that family business, Equilibra, as Camino Partners which is a business incubation and investment platform. So the guy, throughout his whole career, has been interested in entrepreneurship, but not just the pursuit of profit. So I want to play a little bit of a video that shows a little bit about his mindset in terms of value construct. If you watch my other videos, you know I talk about the really powerful impact of individuals' upbringing, values, ethical construct in terms of the kind of business pursuits that they lead. Okay, so clearly there is a disconnect in the video from what I wanted to share, but we'll move on because we can still highlight Daniel Lubetzky, founder of Kind's value construct. So I want to talk a little bit about the story behind the Kind bar. And I think it's also instructive for who he is and how to start a business venture. So let's watch this video, see if we can get this going. That's the kind of value construct that somebody learns. It's values that are taught, passed down. And so it's interesting to me as a sidebar thought, as I see all these companies doing away with diversity, equity, inclusion programs, this kind of diversity mindset is what creates really powerful leaders who in turn go on to pursue and create really powerful enterprises. And that's important on so many levels. So want to share a little bit about Kind. So we'll go to LinkedIn and we'll look at the kind of fan base that they have, 121,000 followers. But I wanted to just shine a spotlight on their latest post. Our sustainability experts, Lindsay Philpott and Caitlin Burkholz, had the chance to sit down with the Cool Down to share how we're leading the way in regenerative agriculture. When you talk about sustainability, you talk about being kind to the planet, you talk about rebirth and impact on planet, future generations. These are the kinds of things that I typically spotlight when I talk about organizations doing great work. But if you drill into the kind of values that an organization like Kind has, it literally starts from your leadership. It starts from the people who are driving it. And that typically comes the values from the founders. So interestingly enough, Daniel Lubetzky authors a book, Do the Kind Thing, think boundlessly, work purposefully, live passionately. For the socially conscious, the intellectually curious, or the creative soul comes an inspiring New York Times bestselling book for success in business life and the all-important task of building a more compassionate world by the visionary founder and CEO of Kind, healthy snacks, Daniel Lubetzky. So I want to just read a little snippet of the book bio, the book promo. When Daniel Lubetzky started Kind Healthy Snacks in 2004, he aimed to defy the conventional wisdom that a snack bar can never be both tasty and healthy, convenient and wholesome. And a decade later, after 2014, the transformative power of the company's end philosophy has resulted in an astonishing record of achievement. Kind has become the fastest growing purveyor of healthy snacks in the country. Meanwhile, the Kind movement, the movement behind Daniel Lubetzky's founding the Kind Company, it's the social mission of the company to make the world a little kinder, has sparked more than 1 million good deeds worldwide. This is power of somebody's value construct. So I want to go a little bit more into Daniel Lubetzky's background. Best known as the founder of Kind Snacks, Lubetzky is a social entrepreneur focused on empowering people to work across divides. This goes back decades to his seminal work when he was a fellow looking at how in Israel and in the Middle East, people who were typically, historically, at war with one another could get together on business pursuits, entrepreneurial ventures, and have a positive impact. So working together across the divide to solve our toughest problems, the son of a Holocaust survivor, Daniel's committed to trying to prevent what happened to his father from happening again. He's best known for launching Kind from one outside the box idea into a multi-billion-dollar business committed to making the world a little bit kinder. And with that new venture that I mentioned he started, Camino Partners, he and his team of investor operators now partner with entrepreneurs to build growth stage businesses driven by shared values. His foray into food, as others that I've covered, Honest Tea, Chef Andreas, people who use food to make the world a better place. Daniel's foray into food was the unexpected outcome of his work to use business to bring neighbors in the Middle East conflict regions closer together. With his One Voice movement, he's helped build the largest grass movement amongst Israelis and Palestinians committed to forging a future in which both people can live with security, freedom, and dignity. He's also the founder of Builders, a global initiative to replace us versus them with a movement of flexible thinkers and constructive problem solvers. The organization works across media, civics, and education to equip people to overcome extreme ideologies and work together to form solutions. His perspective specifically on modernization, bridge building, democracy, and social enterprises are shared when he goes on and talks at gives TED Talks on Newsweek, Fortune, CNN, Time, and other platforms. He's a 5-time recurring shark on ABC's Shark Tank series and the author of the best-selling book in the New York Times bestseller list, Do the Kind Thing. This is what happens when people are driven at an early age with values to start amazing things. So I want to talk a little bit about PeaceWorks, one of the other initiatives that he was actively involved with. So about us, I'm going to read a little bit about PeaceWorks. The PeaceWorks model focuses on building and sustaining a profitable company while doing good in the world. Together with people striving to coexist, PeaceWorks has focused on creating and delivering unique and exciting specialty foods, freshest ingredients, always all natural, always delicious. It's done business with Israelis, Palestinians, Egyptians, Australians, Turks, Indonesians, and Sri Lankans. When you build a foundation on core ideologies and values and an ethical construct, it's easy to branch out because your foundation is your core values. They are your ethics. And it's a powerful, powerful thing. So now I want to show a little bit about One Voice, another of Daniel Lubetzky's initiatives. One Voice is committed to moving a critical mass of Israelis and Palestinians to reject the current status quo and unlock the full potential of both peoples in concert with entrepreneurial pursuits working together. Key, working together. With the presumptive driving force of meaningful change is possible. And there's a number of cause-based movements that are around the One Voice movement that they focus on. This all comes from Daniel Lubetzky and his work. So here's my takeaway, as I always do. There are many examples, shining examples of people who exhibit the highest probity or moral construct. They exercise the highest level of leadership and have a strong ethical values because that's what their motivation is. It's not the pursuit of profit. It's in fact utilizing business, utilizing entrepreneurial pursuits to change the world. And why can't we have more of that? Now more than ever, we need it. So please, if you like the video, be sure to smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love you to subscribe as it really supports the work that I'm doing. Let me know what you think of this in the comments section. And please, please, please understand that we've moved in the 21st century away from shareholder value and the pursuit of business to achieve profit, as now understanding that can be a result, a desirable result, if and when we practice the highest level of ethics and we have morality in our business pursuits and a focus, singular focus on making the world a better place, financial performance will be the outcome. Thanks so much for checking in today and watching the video. And again, my name is Ethan Chazen. I am a New York-based business growth coach. I focus on helping organizations find the North Star and leverage their people for lasting competitive advantage. Thank you.